Welcome to the Economy and Politics show. I'm Otto Baseko. Today's edition will be looking at the just concluded US-Africa Leaders Summit, which held in Washington, D.C. This was the first ever summit held in history under the auspices of President Barack Hussein Obama, with the focus of bringing African leaders together to discuss promotion and development of trade in the region. From this summit, we bring to you 5 key moments that made this summit a new chapter in the US-Africa relations. First key moment is the new level of investment of the United States of America in Africa. President Barack Hussein Obama himself, an African American, mobilized about $37 billion corporate investment into the region, which will help develop key sectors in the region considering the growth potentials of Africa. It will also create a partnership level with Africa to create jobs, considering the high level of unemployment in the region. It will also improve the level of trade with Africa, even as President Obama described the trade with Africa as equal to that of Brazil, which needs to be improved. We go to number 2 key moment, youth engagement. President Barack Obama, in the course of the summit, described Africa as a fast-growing continent with young people with dreams and ambitions to be great and outstanding. Considering this, the United States of America, looking at over 60% of the population being youth, is engaging the young people through the Young African Leaders Initiative, YALI, which is designed to equip, train, and position young African leaders to become drivers of innovation and solution providers to a continent that has been plagued with several challenges at the social, political, and economic level. This is going to reposition Africa as a competitive region with young, transformed leaders. And we go to number 3. The Africa Growth Opportunity Act of the year 2000, which was signed by then President of the United States of America, Mr. William Jefferson Clinton, is presently 14 years and will be ending in the year 2015. It has not really achieved its essence and its purpose and goal targets. And in view of this, the President Obama administration has committed to reauthorize it at the end of 2015 to the help of the Congress, and also reposition it as a tool to boost industrialization in Africa and, of course, widen its scope and engagement level, considering the broad-based engagement opportunities it gives to Africa in terms of growth and development. This will signal a new level of US-Africa relations that is channeled towards growth and economic development through the AGOA Renewal Pact. And then number 4, which is regional trade and integration. Any region in the world that is to achieve development in terms of trade and its economic index must achieve strong integration. The European Union is an example, considering what has happened in this region through the European Union, the European Central Bank, and the single currency, the euro. At the end of this summit, President Barack Obama and the over 40 Africa heads of state that attended this summit agreed to work together to see how regional trade and integration will be facilitated and fast-tracked to ensure seamless trade within the region. Also, the General Electric CEO, Mr. Jeff Immelt, described this as the next agenda for Africa. And in the experience of Alhaji Aliko Dangote, the richest man in Africa, he said to have over 30 visas traveling across Africa doesn't make sense, hence the need for the integration to be hastened. We believe that this will mark a new chapter for Africa, considering the fact that the strong region is determined by its integration level. And finally, the engagement level of American companies. Prior to this period, the African market has been dominated by China, the Oriental Power, European Union, and other Asian companies. By the end of this summit, American companies are committing to improve infrastructure, energy, clean water, and also the auto industry alongside energy. General Electric is committing to infrastructure. Marriott is also committing to hotels and resort centers. Coca-Cola will take the space of the clean water provision, which will improve agriculture and tackle the issues of diseases that have been a pandemic in Africa, while Blackstone will be involved in the energy renewal, considering the huge potentials in the African market. To have American companies now come on board for the auto industry means Africa's manufacturing and retail sector, which has prospects, will be expanding. And this, of course, changed the whole landscape of Africa, considering the US level of engagement and commitment. With this summit concluded, we can see that the era of rhetorics and the era of talk shop has ceased, and America is ready to engage Africa, seeing the great potentials in the continent. Note that the continent of Africa has 6 out of 10 countries that are in fastest growing economies in the world. That is a place to do business with. And so in view of this, it's a new season for the US-Africa relations, and this should be purely valued considering what it poses to Africa. If this is effective, we believe that Africa will become a competitive economy in engaging the United States of America. And so you say kudos to President Obama for this laudable summit, and to the over 40 Africa heads of state attending the summit. We hope that the agreements and the new agenda will be implemented to make Africa a strong region and, of course, a strong continent that values the rule of law and creates the avenue for people to harness and express and fulfill their potentials. In view of this, I would like to say that a new chapter has been launched. That will be all for this edition of the Economy and Politics Show. You can join us on our social media handles, Twitter and Facebook, and also log on to www.webtvng.com. Until our next edition, thank you for watching and have a great day.